Bill, we're on the scene of what first responders are calling a horrible crash. Now you can see where their bus ended up tonight. Now there were some of the girls here leaving the scene with tears in their eyes, a very traumatic experience for them. And just on the other side of this white truck you see behind me, there is a car that is demolished to the point that I can't even identify what kind of a car it is. You can see here behind me, fire crews still here on the scene, but the fire that's been burning here all afternoon has been knocked down. Take a look at video as our crew first arrived on the scene. The smell of smoke was so thick that you couldn't go more than a couple seconds without coughing. 9 bullet holes in the side of this apartment building now haunt the people that live here. But just on the other side of this wall, a family home. And evidence at least one bullet made it through the wall, leaving its mark in a cereal box.
The visibility out here has deteriorated quite a bit as that snow continues to come down. You can see it there reflecting off of our headlights.
So now Fellner's Orchards has to recover from this devastating storm. This is what the apples should look like this time of year. But after the hail, you can see the damage that's been done. And now let's take a look at the lines that actually flow into town. It all starts at Lake Michigan and then pumps toward Green Bay, and it goes through a water treatment plant, and then that water is dispersed through these 2 transmission lines that eventually flow into the city of Green Bay. There isn't necessarily enough snow here to really show you much with a yardstick, but the big thing is what is underneath. It was rainy and cold earlier today. What's underneath this snow is now turning to ice. 2 weeks ago, a 16-year-old student here at Oconto High School went into this bathroom and lit up a cigarette. The result, a fire that caused millions of dollars of damage here at the school, and work continues today to try to get the school back open. Heading to stores and scouring aisles for anything they can get their hands on that may help them keep the mosquitoes at bay. You'll see World Championship accomplishments, and for those with family history in Green Bay, a reflection of themselves. This cleanup effort has opened the trails back up and access to caves to explore.
Name's Dan Becker. I served in the Marine Corps. You go from such a structured environment with people that you've been through hell and back with, and then that is immediately gone. And there's a hole, and there's no getting around it. There's a void in your life that you've got to fill with something.
Becker strums a guitar when times are tough. He's a leader for Green Bay's chapter of Guitars for Vets, a national organization supplying guitars and lessons to veterans. This instrument has proved powerful in a mission to conquer post-traumatic stress disorder.
This saved my life. I go play a show, I'm emotionally drained after. I get all this anger, all this sadness, get happy, you know, just these emotions. I don't even know what they are, but they are emotion that aren't in me anymore, and it's such a liberating feeling.
Iron Mountain native and Army vet Landon Byes completed 12 weeks of guitar lessons and is now a graduate of the program.
The anxiety, everything just leaves as soon as I play guitar. I feel better about myself, actually. It's funny how a lot of vets come home from overseas or whatever and they have issues, but this is an outlet.
While these vets echo the impact of this therapy, they'll be the first to tell you it takes dedication.
Well, if it were that easy, everybody would be playing guitar.
These men say that guitar is now a companion they can count on.
I play guitar every day, whether it's 10 minutes or 3 hours or whatever it may be, so I'm definitely sticking with it.
Patrick Nelson, Action 2 News.
Oh my God, that door's opening. Oh my God, that door's opening. I hope nobody's in there.
Like a scene out of a movie,
Oh my God, look at that smoke.
this home in De Pere burned right into the memories of neighbors nearby.
Yeah, I was a little scared. I saw my girlfriend's car was across the street and I thought that might be in the way, so I had to remove that.
Even firefighters say at first they were overwhelmed.
A structure like this with the vinyl siding, there's big plumes of black smoke, and like I said, for the fire department to go to defensive mode right away, it shows the intensity of the fire. 2
families lived in the duplex that once looked something like this. Now, as crews work to keep the fire from erupting again, the building they once called home is scorched and dismantled. Fortunately, first responders report nobody was injured, but the cause of the fire, neighbors say started in the garage, remains under investigation. For those who stood and watched as this fire burned from start to finish, they needed very few words to describe what they saw.
It's complete chaos, just completely destroyed. There's half the house left, the garage is completely gone.
The fire may be out, but the pictures and horrifying images taken in this De Pere neighborhood tell a story people who live here will not soon forget. Patrick Nelson, Action 2 News.
We're going to go to Patrick Nelson. He's from our affiliate KKTV, where you saw that streaming video in Colorado Springs near the Waldo fire. Hey, Patrick, what are you hearing? There was just a status update.
Well, Don, we just got done with a press conference, and it's been such an exhausting couple days for folks living here in Colorado Springs, about an hour south of Denver. You can see what's happened to their mountain backdrop, just all sorts of smoke up there. About 11,000 people, as you mentioned, have been evacuated in and around the Colorado Springs area, and that fire continues to burn out of control at this hour. 0% containment, and what we're hearing from fire crews today is simply that they don't plan on getting any hope for containment. However, they are using point protection, and simply, Don, what that means is that they're trying to protect any infrastructure. There's a cell phone tower on top of that mountain that they are protecting. They've been doing drops with helicopters dropping 400 gallons of water. They've also had air tankers dropping retardant to try to slow down this fire, but what they say is it's going to have to be the boots on the ground to put this fire out. And unfortunately, as you can imagine, this terrain incredibly tough for firefighters to get in there and fight this fire. And to do any type of an investigation as to how this fire may have started, they say it may take 2 or 3 days to even get in there to see what is going on. Folks here really on edge right now. As you said, we may be on the edge of even more evacuations at this point, as we're being told that this fire may be burning as close to as a quarter mile to some of those homes in that area of El Paso County. And the most frustrating thing for folks trying to get information here in Colorado Springs is because that fire is so unpredictable. It's been moving in all different directions. Right now we're being told it's at 2,500 acres plus, but they're going to have an infrared flyover overnight, and we'll hopefully get more information by 8 a.m. as to exactly the movement and how big this fire has become.
KKTV's Patrick Nelson. Patrick, thank you very much. Appreciate that.